friends, welcome to your sixth C++ tutorial.
Okay friends, so in the last tutorial, the last topic which I was discussing with you was the importance of this main function. Okay, so now we know the usage of this function, but why this int is used with it, right? We know that int stands for integer, but what sense does int makes with main? Main is a function and int is an integer. See friends, when we will come to the topic functions, we will get to know the syntax of declaring functions. You know main is a function, right? Okay friends, now I want you to pay attention to the syntax. Okay, so first comes the function return type. Okay, and then after that the function name, and within the parentheses we can also write the argument list. But I just want you to focus on this part. Int main means the function return type and the function name. See friends, according to the syntax, before the function name we should write the function return type. So here our function name is main, and before the name main we have int. It means int is the return type of main, and the return type of the function determines what kind of value it can return. So here if our function return type is int, then it means this main is returning a value that has to be an integer. If it's int, then it returns an integer. If it's float, then it returns a decimal number. Okay, so this is the meaning of the return type of the function. But if the return type is void, void means null and empty, then the function can't return a value. Okay, then we do not have to write this return 0 statement. A function is returning and we have to mention this by using this keyword return. Okay, for example, if you make a function sum, let us say I'm just showing you it, int sum. See, now this my function name is sum and my return type is int, so it can return an integer. Now it can also return the sum of two values and whatever we want, right? One second. Now see, if main is calling this sum function, then sum returns an integer to this main function. But now main function is returning something. So where will this value go? It will go to the operating system. See, main was calling the sum function, so the value which was returned by sum went directly to main. But if main is returning something, then it will give that value to the operating system. Okay, so a function can return a value using this return statement. And remember friends, return is a keyword. Here in code blocks, all the things which are shown in dark blue color, these are keywords. For example, int is also a keyword. Using and namespace are also keywords. Okay, so now we see here that main is returning 0 and 0 is an integer. Okay, so it clarifies this that the return type of main is int, and that's why it is returning an integer which is 0. So now you may be thinking, what sense is this making? Why it returns 0 and what was the need of returning? See friends, in programming, if a function returns 0 value, then it is meant to be a normal termination. Means main is telling operating system that the program terminated successfully without any flaws, and returning any other value rather than 0, it means unsuccessful termination. In Turbo, we usually write void main most of the time instead of int main. So void return type means the function does not need to return a value, and that's why we do not write this statement return 0 over there. Okay, so there is no need to write this statement. After the main comes these curly braces, right? These are used to group a set of statements, and every opening brace must have a closing brace. Here curly braces are indicating the starting and the ending of this main function. So it is actually telling that these two statements are under this main function. So main has actually created a boundary. All the lines under these curly braces mark its territory. Okay, so Now I have already told you about this cout, which stands for console output. It is a predefined stream object in the standard library used for performing the output operation. And here is this stream insertion operator that always follows cout. So let us read this statement. Cout, then stream insertion operator, then within double inverted commas is written hello world. Now what this statement is actually doing? This stream insertion operator is inserting each character of this statement hello world into this stream cout, and cout is used for output operation. So what it will do, it will simply print this statement to the output screen, and when you will run your program, you will simply find a line over there saying hello world like this. See, you are seeing here hello world. Okay, so this whole program is just to print hello world in your computer screen. And one more thing. See, I have told you that any single character like a letter, a digit or a special symbol which is enclosed within single inverted commas, not double, is a character constant. But when we need to have more than one characters like this, then it does not remain a character constant. We can't enclose it in single inverted commas, then we have to use these double inverted commas, and then it becomes a string, not a character constant. Yes, a string. For example, let me show you. This is a character constant, but if I write it like this, then it becomes a string. Or if I write it like apple, then it also becomes a string, because now I need more than one character, right? Similarly, hello word is also a string, and you can see here there is also color variation. Hello word or a string is written in blue color, not dark blue. In dark blue there are keywords, and this character, for example, I write here 34. These are written in yellowish brown color, right? Now let us come to this endl. It stands for end line. It actually marks ending of a line. For example, after this hello word, you want to write something in a new line. You don't want in continuation with this hello word. Then you have to use this endl. For example, I can show you. If I write something like this, cout, how are you? And if I run this program, then you will see that this line will come in a new line. See, hello world and then how are you? Now you see that this came in a new line. Now what will happen if I remove this endl? Hello world, how are you? Now it is coming in continuation with this, right? So did you notice here also we used this operator, stream insertion operator, to write this endl. But I can even write it like this. See, now I have written this end line statement in a different cout statement. Now I have 3 different cout statements, but the result will be same. First there would be a line hello world, then there would be a gap of 1 line, and then this will be there, how are you? But the important thing to note is that instead of using 3 cout statements, I can even switch them in one single statement like this. I remove this semicolon and I use this stream insertion operator, then end line, and then how are you within double inverted commas. Okay, and I will remove these 2 statements. Again the result will be same. Hello world, how are you? Okay, so this process of combining all those cout statements together is known as cascading of operators. If you are not comfortable with this, you can use those cout statements, 3 cout statements, but when you will go on, when your programs will start becoming bigger, then you can use this. Okay, and you will have to use this. Really, you don't want your task to be too much tedious. Okay, so this is known as cascading of operators, the use of multiple input or output operators in just one single statement is known as cascading. Okay, so lastly we have this semicolon. It is a punctuator. What is its significance? See, every executable statement ends with a semicolon. It is used to finish every executable statement. See, after return 0 is a semicolon. After this using namespace std is a semicolon. After this whole statement is a semicolon. But see, after int main there is no semicolon, because from there the function definition is beginning. The opening curly braces marks its beginning. Okay, so we can't terminate it there using a semicolon. If I put a semicolon there, that will be wrong, because from here only it is beginning, the function is beginning. And remember, preprocessor directives, these are also not executable statements, so they also do not end with a semicolon. Okay, so I hope now it's clear.